My sister, Gloria, during my teen years and young adult years, I watched my sister lovingly assist other elderly women in our community. One that comes to mind is Mrs. Barnett. Mrs. Barnett loved to play bridge, and she would host bridge parties for her other senior friends until she was physically challenged and unable to do so. And my sister, Gloria, would go over there, set up the card tables and chairs, prepare the snacks, get everything ready, stay there, host the party with Mrs. Barnett, and clean up afterward. And so Mrs. Barnett was able to continue in an activity that she really loved. And my sister, she did that with other elderly, women in the community. And I think it's really important because, especially today, with our nation, our communities, our states being so much going on, that sometimes I think our elderly population gets overlooked. But I think if we invest our time and energy, our talents and skills, we can affect things that are important to us and to the people who are important, sometimes not only to the community as a whole, but to the sub-communities. And I think it also sets an example for younger generations to see us, participating in our communities in that way. And so therefore we're investing in our community, not only for the present, but for our future as well.
Okay, what do you think makes a strong?
I think when the people in the community value differences. Communities are made up of different socioeconomic levels, different races, religions, etc. And so I think valuing differences is extremely important because you don't have to agree with everyone else, but it opens the door for conversation, for understanding. And I don't think you can have a strong community if the people in that community can't communicate. Well, I'm been married for 38 years, and that's real important to me. I am a strong proponent of education for all students, special needs students in particular. I think that every student can learn given the opportunity and the right teaching techniques. So that's important. I am a NAACP member, and I strongly support my organization as well as an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. And so I think those are important things for people to know.
Is it NAACP treasurer?
No, I'm the secretary.
Secretary.
Yep.
All right. So was that a Ann Arbor chapter?
Yes, it's the Ann Arbor branch. The NAACP units are called branches because there's some history there that pertains to the branches from which so many enslaved Africans and later on African Americans were hanged. Well, my husband is the president, so and he's been president, I guess, for over 15 years. But we were members. I don't know if you remember Fred McQuiston and Norma. He was president then. But we had an interest in some of the politics that were going on, and we were very interested that, there weren't very many African Americans on city council. I think there was only one, Wendy Woods, at that time. So we just wanted to get involved, and voting was something we were interested in, making sure voting rights were recognized and registering voters. So it interested us to become active in the community. Wow. Well, I was just blown away to be to get that information. But to be a woman of achievement means that somebody saw value in who I am and what I do in the community.